Hi friends, now we are going to create an instance for Neptune DB that is a graph database on Amazon Cloud. You could navigate through the Amazon Cloud dashboard and here you can find the Neptune option in the database category from where you can create a graph database with Neptune. So hit that button. If you have an existing Neptune database, it will appear on your screen at first. Otherwise, the getting started page will appear like this. You can create a reliable graph database that is fast. It could be useful in various scenarios. You can check sample use cases from the getting started page or hit the launch Amazon Neptune to create a Neptune database. Here you have to specify various things. You have to define the database engine version for Neptune. You have to select anything. You have to select a class for large based on CPU usage or RAM. You have to define the configuration. You have to define whether to create a read replica in different zone or not. You have to provide a name for identifier of this database. You could choose any alphanumeric character with hyphens or with characters, different conditions. Just provide any name, unique name. After you have provided these things, hit the next option. Then you have to configure the network and security options. If you have a VPC, you have to provide it here. You can choose from a default subnet group or create your own. You can choose availability zone from different zones available here. You can create a VPC virtual private cloud security groups, or you could use the default. Then again provide the identifier for cluster name, define the database port for communicating with applications, then provide the database parameter group, the cluster parameter groups. Then if you have an IAM database authentication, the identity and access management role for different users, you could choose it. Otherwise, you could disable it. You could choose from encryption or you could not. You could omit this step. You can select the priority for failover or automatic backup. You could choose from the maintenance option. Uh, and if you choose the backup, you have to choose the window for weekly backup, daily backup at particular time, for duration. You can set it at the first phase as well. You could also select this afterwards if you want to change. You can go through the settings. Otherwise, you can create a new instance. Obviously, you can create multiple instances of Neptune. If it exceeds the free tier limit, you could pay as you go based on your requirement. Here are the instances that are being created. The status is showing creating. You could choose from snapshots. You could create a snapshot. Always configure the subnet groups and other parameters. Here you have the ARN, which is very important if you want to integrate it. Keep this in mind. You could copy it anytime. Just you have to, it is a kind of credential that you have to associate with other services. So it is being created. The status is showing green, available. You can find all the configurations here. You could perform various actions. The associated ARN is useful. Amazon resource name. Here you have cluster endpoints that you could use for navigation purpose with other applications. You could use a resource ID. These are all available here. Here we have different options that we have configured being displayed. After our Neptune graph database has been created and is available, we could choose various options. We could set different metrics. Uh, so here it will show when you choose any option. We have chosen an instance of Neptune DB. It is showing the CPU utilization, the current utilization rate, the engine uptime, the free memory, network receive throughput, and different metrics. It is showing the port number, the public accessibility. It is showing no. You have to change it if you want to create a web service or other things like that. If you want to allow Neptune database on the access to a website or other applications, which is being made public, you have to choose that public options. You could create a snapshot by hitting the take a snapshot option here. You could add different tags for Neptune database to organize and track your Neptune cost so that it may not exceed a particular limit. You could write the logs on the CloudWatch where you can find the errors and check different log entries and different things like that. And similarly, we could set other permissions. We could check different monitoring graph metrics. We could choose from the instance action, create a read replica, a point of time, and stuff like that. And you could create multiple databases anytime you want.